And here we go. The first unlikely victim of all the cast of 16, Wolfgang Akira lies dead before us. Let me do what I did last time and look back over the tablet first. It's been a few days, but I got a few suspicions in mind of where to look through first, and at least maybe not a culprit in mind, but at least one person who I think have a hunch is a bit suspicious. The victim is Wolfgang Akira, the ultimate lawyer. He was discovered in the boiler room on the underground floor. He is kneeling in the water. Kneeling. Is the rest of his suit actually wet, or was he pushed in there, or did he walk in there by his own volition? I need to look at the generator because it is banged up compared to last time. His kneeling in the water and his upper body is slumped over the concrete platform. Estimated time of death is approximately 9:35 a.m. Okay, if we can prove there's no remote thing, honestly, or we can prove that no one can fire or do anything with a taser through the vent grate, honestly, like from the living area, with the dining area where the whole gaming tournament was, then that could mean we can literally just disprove that everyone, including Eva, is completely and utterly innocent. They have an alibi, but Eva's definitely the one person who wasn't engaging in the tournament, so I can imagine someone is gonna cause and put some blame on her. As long as we can get that out of the way. It still pissed me off seeing everything except the cause of death listed. It's definitely the one that we need to focus the most on, and it doesn't look like electrocution is the main thing, but like if it's not poison, which is on the pharmacy, it's either electrocution or poison, something which doesn't have any visible wounds, looks of it. There's no blood anywhere except for the opening. Was that from the killer? Especially when I knew the reason why. Cause of death. When we investigated Demi's murder, the tablet explicitly said she died from blood loss. It's actually kind of nice we're seeing a little flashback, honestly, like right after, like technically it happened a few minutes ago, because yeah, I'm probably pretty sure, including me, everyone would like stop at the beginning of the investigation. But this tablet, it doesn't list Wolfgang's cause of death anywhere. Of course, saying otherwise would make things too easy. The tablet's information has been divulged in such a way that both the killer and the spotless have an equal chance of success. Sorry about that, that was a weird thing right there. Toes is definitely compensating for the killer, probably because they failed to hide their own tracks. Now, there's a few times in other Danganronpa games where like the killer's plan hinges on people not knowing this factoid, or literally just taking something to an account and trying to work around it, but the Monokuma file kind of inadvertently helps and also kind of hinders them. I wonder if since they're pointing out here, now like there's like some characters in the future are going to try to use it to their own advantage then. Toes is definitely compensating for the killer, probably because they fail to hide their own tracks. And withdrawing information might be his way of balancing the odds. Bullshit rules. Who's to say they won't be abused? Regardless, Wolfgang's cause of death should be treated as the crux of this mystery. Yep. If I can figure out how he died, then everything else should fall into place. And if it's not, it's probably it's gonna be the linchpin of the entire thing. Tozu tablet number 2, wheel we. Alas, poor Wolfgang. The guiding light of the ultimate student snuffed down in an instant. Oh, hi, tutorial. No use crying over it, no use crying over spilled milk. He's not gonna be over any missing kids posters. There's a mystery to be solved, since he's an adult, so. Like any true investigation, important evidence won't always be visible at first glance. Should you ever find yourself stuck, press F3 to view the game's controls. Well, I know pressing enter does that, but eh. By the way, any true bullets you obtain will be logged by your Tozu trinket, which can be accessed at anytime by pressing F1. Oh, is it because like it's been like a while since the last chapter? They're doing tutorials, even like the main trial as well. Just do that. Well, that's all for me. Bye bye. And I completely did not even see what the other one was. Yeah, it was only just that. Okay. Okay, the one thing I'm mostly curious about first off is a taser. Since Eva said about Desmond having a whole bunch of items, did it come from there or like, did it come from somewhere in the pharmacy? Like, is it an actual item you can grab there? Or is it from the gachapon? Literally, like, people are gonna get their weapons, honestly, randomly through the gachapon. It's the gift system that keeps on giving and giving murder weapons and possibilities to use. Ah, taser gun? pretty random thing to be lying around a crime scene. Definitely wasn't the boiler room prior to the murder either. Does that mean this taser gun was involved in the murder? On closer inspection, nothing with the gun looks particularly strange. Is this a case where they try to blame it on electrocution because the power out went off? And I'm wondering if like the boiler room actually has been the generator has been knocked on, like been broken into either. That's actually no. That's really weird. Wouldn't someone have heard if like the generator was barged into? Honestly, either like before anyone even. No, there's no way. Wait, that's so weird. If everyone like if it happened during the day, then obviously people would have heard it happen. Like when they were setting up, like what was it? It would have been god damn it, names are eluding me now. God damn it. Mark, Jet, and Cassidy. If this was set up during the day, they would have heard someone smacking the generator. If like my first thought is they try to expose wires or anything like that, or if it's like a struggle in the moment, then people in the tournament, unless the music is cranked all the way up, no one have heard it. But if it happened in the night, but he died today, so could the generator just been not open just to get wires exposed? Had it even been used? I'm pretty sure taser guns dispense some kind of wire and fired. Yeah, that's my first thought they actually been used. It's such a diversion tactic, actually. Nearby were some yellow pieces of plastic on the floor. Plastic. They're the same shade of yellow as a taser gun. Had these originally been attached to it? Attached? I can't tell where they would fit in the gun, though. Never mind. What's the point making guesses when I can just get him to confirm? But also someone who's a pro wielding guns should know them better than anyone else. Okay, so you bring this up to Desmond then. Probably they'll find him somewhere else in the room along with everyone else, just like doing their own busy work. Before we look at the bottom, we'll look at least the blood in the generator first, actually. Yeah, it's not completely out of whack. Half the generator's internals have melted, and what still remained was almost completely singed. Yeah, this is definitely the cause of the power outage. What could have melted the wires, though? Looked like a bomb had gone off in there. That's... Not think about it, during the game tournament. Oh, that was a kaboom. I thought that was literally from the game itself. Literally, just someone threw a bomb on honesty through the course. Yeah, that's the one thing. When going through editing, just watching over again, that's my just watching the entire video play over again. Eva's nowhere in here. She's probably in the background in the corner, near the vent, playing on her little portable game that actually had a little CD attached to it. And now that's definitely gonna come up at least at some point. Taking a deep breath, I steadied my grip on the controller and pushed both joysticks as hard as I could, and that's what caused the bomb to go off. It was your fault, Damon. It was the controller's fault. Kaboom. Huh? All of a sudden the world around me turned pitch black. My future is pitch black. There had been a loud boom right before the blackout happened. So someone made a bomb and had it go off, but then... Was 9:35 exactly when the bomb went off? Similar to a firework going off, or someone firing a gun. That's... Did I overhear the sound of the generator being destroyed? Nothing else near the dining hall could have made that kind of noise. I don't think. So, oh, if it was a bomb, like it could have been remotes. That means, God, that means like the people in the dining hall wouldn't really need to have an alibi. But like, if the bomb was made the day before, it takes some prep time. So like, how long would it take? They said like Cassie rotate like every other hour or so. Well, mostly taking standing guard. So, generator has been added. My assumption is correct. The generator would have been destroyed around the same time the murder was committed. And I'm just wondering, like, Well, I'll keep that close to the chest until I talk to them, or we leave here, actually. I want to keep my chest before revealing outright one person suspicious about, because it's mostly just a hunch. That's suspicious as hell. There's no way the two events aren't connected. I'm also working purely off memory of the boom effect. To be absolutely sure, I need to know when exactly the blackout occurred. Was there any way for me to find that out? Would any of the game consoles of the DJ system that Mark set up showcase that? I don't think it'd be a time thing, right? Or, ooh, maybe like if like when exactly the music went off, like it stopped the track, I guess? That could be something? We could ask Mark to see, honestly. Is there anything special involving the... We can't look at the vent? Nah, okay, apparently not. Look at the blood, though. Then the body, then maybe the water, then everyone talking. There was blood speckled across the floor. I didn't notice it at first due to the room's restricted lighting, but now, after my eyes had time to adjust, it couldn't be any more obvious.
I see.
Looks like it passes into the hallway, too. Oh! So the person who ran through was injured, and we have to go to the hospital room. I completely missed these during the blackout. Speaking of, after the body discovery announcement, everyone barged into the boiler room through this door. Yet these blood spots don't look smudged. I'm guessing they were already dry by the time any of us got here. In which case, could this be Wolfgang's blood? Really? No. That does not make any sense. Oh, there's blood right outside the room, too. Wait, so he was injured in the underground, you're saying? If like, this whole theory is true, like, there's an injury on his body somewhere. He bled, like, out to the boiler room, then today, this morning, he came back to where he got injured and then died. Okay. I'll definitely need to look over again because maybe just the wording of the blood, honestly, or something that's not clicking my brain right now. But okay, let's see. Anything else about Wolfgang himself? Oh, I'll spend the rest of the scene first before I go near his body. Oh, okay, so everything else will cast some new light then. Okay. Can we look at the water? There's the camera we can't look at. The box itself, we can't... Oh, shrapnel. Oh! That was hidden behind there. That's definitely the remnants of bomb, honestly. But who here would even have the expertise to make such a thing? Chunks of something red or floating nearby the generator. It almost looked like metal, or maybe plastic? A fire grenade? No. The grenade part is what we need to focus on. Oh, there's a wire, I didn't notice it. Were these originally part of the generator? The colors and materials don't seem to match, though. Shrapnel added. Okay, can we look at the wire? It's disconnected from it itself. Maybe the generator just, like, exploded from it, or... Is that wire from the generator, or for some other, like, machine to make the bomb? There's a cord in the wire. Judging by the length, I think it's an extension cord. So is it a combination, honestly, of toaster and bomb? It's all at once. What happened to the other end of it? There was no internal plug, just a frayed tip lined with a black substance. Or was it connected to the bomb and had an internal clock or timer to it? Mostly just throwing out random assumptions and theories. Had the cord been burnt? Like on the end of it or in the middle of the cord itself? I didn't see this cord in the boiler room earlier, so probably came from someplace else. One of the storage rooms, maybe. We got looking through there on us as well. That was the one thing I didn't actually manage to do, honestly. I never even bothered, actually, when going back through, honestly, just like pick up one or two things from before the investigation happened that I have not seen anything in the storage room itself. That's one thing I should have looked into before the entire body discovery thing happened the same day. It wasn't always in this condition, that's for sure. All the items we've been provided so far, light bulbs, speakers, a fridge, they've worked perfectly well. So what happened to this cord? And why was it even the water? Is there an outlet nearby behind those boxes? Or is it really just exploded outwards? Can't look into the water. I'm assuming we have to talk to there's a knife. Oh, so someone had a knife on hand. A knife. There's a slight bit of blood in there. Okay, so Wolfgang was injured? Why was a knife floating in the water? My first thought is don't prick yourself on it if it's one of Duke's poison knives. I'm just gonna toss fucking references left and right, aren't I? God damn it. On the blade and the surrounding water, I can make something out. The unmistakable color of blood. Almost looks like rust from the water, honestly, in the pinkish. There's no doubt about it. The knife must have something to do with the murder. When the knife was here, not actually on the platform, I had no idea. They just wanted to wash the blood off of it by dunking it in, dishwasher style. Knife has been added. Is that everything else in here? Possibly. Let's see. Let's talk to everyone else, then look at the body. Then.
Hello.
Winona, you're still here. Yeah, you're the first person that said they wanted to leave, right? You didn't want to go be near the dead body or touch it at all, so why?
Seriously?
Is there a problem with that? Why does she need to frame everything I say in the worst light? She's probably the extreme version of your character, probably. That's kind of what the purpose she kind of stirs, it feels like. She's like the outlier, honestly, like projecting all your thoughts, honestly, into her, like as her own character. And based on that, thing of her having a rebuttal showdown, she's definitely gonna be maybe a future rival in a sense. It's like she's the new role for that. I'm preparing to hold a one-on-one session with Ulysses. I was consulting him about something important before we were interrupted by the announcement. Yeah, that's the one thing I went back and when I was going back through editing, I wrote down who was rooming with who. Damon was with Kai, obviously, Mark's with Jet, Gene was with Desmond, and you were with Ulysses, and Wolfgang was with Grace. I have all that written down for future reference. Is that what you're doing before the blackout?
Huh?
Repeat that?
It's simple.
The blackout, were you still with Ulysses when it happened?
Come on.
You're not speaking any sense. There was no What? There was a power outage only in the rooms? There was no power outage in the dorm rooms itself, but in the dining room and the hallway leading it. Oh god, Eva, let's get that out of the way first. Where's the light switch in the room? Where were you standing? No, she can't be serious. The blackout affected the entire building. Unless...
Anyways.
Let me rephrase. Where were you when the murder happened? Like, if it was Eva, though, honestly, like, it would kill off, like, probably the two biggest, like, interesting, like, I guess, interesting and intriguing characters from the beginning. Like, man, I wish, like, I kind of want, at least her to stay alive for at least, one more chapter. Especially with her, like, the arc that she has, like, given with, like, having a heart-to-heart almost with Damon, honestly. It's kind of almost, like, just the fact that, she had this cool, like, almost ultimate liar persona added on, and including the fact that she has an academic talent, honestly, she's almost in a weird way an antithesis to what Damon, like, thought of, like, in terms of, like, talent itself, honestly. Like, you can't be serious and all that. Like, what was it, at first, literally just cool sounding intimidating talent, and all of a sudden, now you're just some mathlete, as some characters already mentioned before. And now he's kind of reconciling, like, yeah, I do trust you with all of that. So he's, like, slowly, like, calming down from those thoughts, honestly. Slowly, it's subtle, but the characterization arc is right there, and it's really interesting when I actually realized that finally. I don't think I noticed it quite in the moment, but yeah. Let me rephrase. Where were you when the murder happened?
Sheesh.
Where were you? At Cassie's game tournament in the dining hall.
Oh, really?
Really? Not what I expected.
Let me see.
Ulysses and I spent this morning by the large tree. We stared up there up to including the time of Wolfgang's murder. Okay, so the power only happened in the dorm building. Okay, never mind. That labels things out. My first thought was, honestly, bomb was diversion. Someone just turned the light off the dining hall, and I'm up, I don't know, the hallway, if there even is a light switch out there, and just they all be conga lined out there for no reason. Everyone else is just anywhere else for no fucking reason, apparently. Sounds like she had an alibi then. So you and Ulysses are fine. As the location she mentioned, I assume this entire building complex connected to the one generator, but it made more sense for that tree area to have its own separate system. Yeah, like, did the tree system have its own elevator where you can walk into it, honestly, and go down? Just staircase to an elevator, so, Hence why I didn't lose power. Okay, we're learning more infrastructure for the whole place. What about the courtyard, though? Was anyone there at the time of the blackout? Blackout itself has been added. Probably like hear more and more people saying like that. Probably just like, okay. If Winona didn't see anyone else in the tree area, then it means there could be some people who were scattered about in the, I guess, the pharmacy section. But there had to be some other people in the dorm building itself, right? Okay. Oi, take a whiff of the air. Ain't there something off about it? The electricity's in the air. I followed his instructions, sniffed the air. Burning? Smells like burnt rubber. Is that from the court or for something else?
That ain't it.
Because of the busted generator, yeah? But that's not what I'm talking about. There was another scent. A real bitter one. You might actually be onto something. It's almost like cereal and rubbing alcohol? Cereal. Cereal?
Bad news.
Man, I would be terrible for all this. My nose does not work at all either, honestly. Don't trust me with that. Indeed, I'm suspecting a mighty chemical reaction at work. I have had my fair share of troubles across the sea, and I'm no stranger to foul play. There's no stench worse than one of a disastrous combustion.
It is how it is.
Thing is, I got no idea where it's coming from. Really? The smell is supposedly to have a chemical reaction. Where else could it be coming from besides the busted generator? Unless Gene's conclusion of the smell is wrong. I want to put it past him. Nah, shush you. It's cereal and vodka Smirnoff Tozu style connected. Tozu Moony Fruity Munchies, $9.99. The advertisement's in play, honestly. What was it? The motive I had in mind was either like what if Wolfgang actually had like someone else's motive and they went and talked about it, and that's what led to all this happening. But like, it was either Wolfgang had the motive, there's like three different things. Wolfgang had the culprit's motive, and that led to an altercation, but then leading to the bomb thing, which means they had more time to actually repair it. So that's kind of maybe not quite like what's going on, or they talked about it then they decided to kill him later, or they didn't want to kill off the one that, like the person who was the leader and like probably the, I don't know, mystery solver in a weird sense, I guess, or something like that, or had some grudge against him, or literally figured the advertisement and just targeted him for some reason connected to it. Odd smell added. Okay then, just like everything just rolling and bobbling in my head right now.
Terrible.
The generator over there is partially submerged in the water. I think it would be wise to stay on this platform. Was he worried about the water being electrified? Even I managed to stand in it way back when. I don't see why it would be any different. Well, it's busted all to hell, and there's wires in the water, so let's not take chances. Then again, the generator wasn't damaged last time, so...
Damn.
Yeah, since Wolfgang is kneeling in the water, we should avoid touching him.
No.
You don't know for sure if the water's unsafe. Throw a light bulb in there again.
Huh?
Listen to me.
Before you start making conclusions, you should experiment first. Saying that, even walked over to the pile box and pulled out another light bulb. Is that the reason why the whole light bulb thing was brought up in the prologue? That's sneaky. Oh, set up and payoff, that's nice. Oh, I see where you're going. Sure enough, they went straight to the edge of the platform and threw the light bulb into the water.
Look.
See? It's not lighting up. That means the water's safe. I see. I suppose it's safe to inspect Wolfgang then.
Okay.
Are you going to? He still has a catalog though. I think I'll observe from afar instead. We'll give you the spark notes. Now isn't the time to be listening to your nerves. Okay. Like you just like visually moved. Okay. Assuming we talk to you, then we look at him. So, are you gonna be an investigation partner or what have you? And yeah. Aren't you gonna investigate Wolfgang? Me?
Yeah.
Who else? Back when we mistook the dummy for a body, you poked it pretty nonchalantly.
Hang on.
That's different. I never thought it was real.
I see.
Now that we were finally advancing in the investigation, her cool composure had all but vanished. Typical, I guess. She's gonna keep up an act for so long. Plus, it kind of faltered that everyone knows, I guess, her, like, persona is kind of an act, so, like, it's not all there. She can't, like, play into it more. It's just a bit, like, anxious, honestly. She can't, keep that in good conscience and faith, honestly. Oh, there's still more to look at. Huh. What else is there to see, actually? Can we talk to you again? If not, then I'll do the super sneaky move. Why did you move over here? It's,
The struggle.
I feel it's highly important we investigate anything and everything we can. That's why I moved over here, to investigate. No, he didn't want to be near Wolfgang's body. Oh, there's something else. And when it was the first investigation, something other than fear appeared on Ulysses' face. It was curiosity. Scribble, scribble, scribble. What is it? Look at the floor in front of the door.
That's...
Oh, is that a... Oh god, is it a pin? I forget what exactly it's called. But it's twisted. Bent out of shape, yes.
Seriously.
It's just a small piece of scrap metal.
Do you think?
Even so, it's still part of the crime scene. It's necessary documentation.
That's not important.
Seriously? Something this small means nothing. Could have come from the generator or some of the pipes above us. Ingrid could have been carrying it for all we know. This guy, there's so much here you could actually document instead of focusing on a flimsy piece of metal. All the more reason to rely on myself. Thin piece of metal, which obviously does not look like anything small for a hairpin or anything like that. Alright, feels like I've given the boiler room a good rundown. That was the last thing we needed, though. Which means, hey, Damon, it's time to psych yourself up and look at your, quote-unquote, mortal enemy's, corpse. Yeah, even close up, they kind of even highlight that he was crying and, frothing. God. Just yesterday, Wolfgang was talking with us, eating breakfast with us, and now he's dead. Who had the resolve to commit such a needlessly brutal murder? To go so far as to mangle his body? I couldn't unpack it. I didn't know how to. This wasn't just some dummy I had to investigate. This was a real person. It was so far my expertise, let alone my comfort zone.
Hello.
Do you want to inspect him? Yeah, together, Ah! Holy crap, did you really have to scare me like that? Yeah, I do want to inspect him. You're just sitting there off your own little words, like, looking at it, and she's like walks up, puts a hand on your shoulder, like, just take a step forward, like, we can look at him together, and you're like, you scream out of nowhere. Just the idea of getting close to him.
Where?
I'll investigate with you. It'll be easier for both of us that way. Right?
Right.
Okay. Music stopped, closer. Okay. Wolfgang lay completely still, his face frozen in a look of horror. His once bright eyes were shrouded in darkness, and his mouth was open, as if he'd been killed mid-scream. Eva's expression said it all. Wolfgang did everything in his power to make us outcasts, and make the worst of us. At times we hated him for it. Yeah, that's probably where the whole chapter comes into play, underneath the veil of hypocrisy, honestly. I still get shot back to the time that we, like, talked to him, beginning the new area, like, investigation, honestly. He was looking at it, all the, like, medications and vials in the wall, and he was saying idly to himself that maybe we need to lock it down, and then literally Damon agreed with him, and he then immediately changed his mind, literally. So, like, anything that we brought reasonable or not, he just turns tail fast and it goes away, honestly. And even the only few times he sort of agreed, he undermined either of our efforts, honestly. Yeah, with the whole thing with Eva's bringing up the whole profiles thing, even if she just didn't want anyone to know about her own talent. Yeah. But this brought no relief to either of us. Wolfgang. What happened in his final moments that left him so terrified? Was it the realization he was about to die? Mulling over the what-ifs won't bring me closer to solving Wolfgang's murder. Right now, my focus should be to find evidence. And that begins by investigating his body here. Okay, oh, his hand. Like, blazer, hand, face. There's a lot to look at individually. The body itself, I guess I clicked on. And I think about it, the place where Wolfgang laid was odd. What were the chances he would end up here, between the only opening in the fence? The one spot where he can kneel over like this. Was it possibly been trying to climb onto the platform before he died? It's strange why he didn't use the stairs, though. Even stranger that he was even in the water. Yeah, like, if it's, like, okay, so we can look at his suit, and if it's wet, that he was shoved in, but if not, that means he, like, bodily, like, just stepped down by his own volition. Or, like, yeah, Let's see, can we look at, where is his blazer? I saw that option somewhere. Blazer. I want to know if it's wet or dry. Wolfgang's suit was completely crumpled, a far cry from his once clean appearance. Like, was he running or something? Water had seeped into the pants, completely ruining the fabric. What? So leaned in close, I spotted a folded piece of paper sticking out from his back pocket. That's the motive, but, like, the killer didn't grab it, though. If he was killing the moment of the blackout and they need to run, though... Interesting. The person I heard, I think, ran past the 4 storage rooms when we were with Kai. I do not think that's the killer. Or if it was, they were milling about for whatever reason. My first thought actually is the taser itself actually was used to knock someone out and blame them for it. If 9:35 a.m. was the exact time the bomb went off and killed, like in the same time that Wolfgang died, then, Though soaked, it wasn't completely destroyed.
Damn.
I really don't want to touch him, but with my thumb and index finger, I snatched the paper out of his pocket, taking care not to brush my hand against his body. Oh yeah, you're a tiny bit like, well, it's probably just because you don't want to touch his body, honestly. But I still remember just him slipping his socks and shoes off so he doesn't wade through the water and ruin his clothes, I guess. But I gingerly folded open the paper, aware that some of the wetter spots could fall apart immediately, and found a message written inside. That's some very ugly handwriting. Do you recognize it?
No.
A lot of text is unreadable. Who wrote this probably used a low-quality pen. Can we use his handwriting against everyone's signatures? Although, on the bottom of the page, fragments of a message were still visible. Secret, 8:15 a.m., boiler room, close the door. What? Doesn't this read a lot like a command? So they came here to talk, they use the whole thing about Wolfgang and talking about the secret. That means literally, what was it? Someone had to have caught on to either Eva or Damon that literally, either of them had to have Wolfgang's, message, like, their blackmail, honestly, and caught on to the fact that, they had Wolfgang's blackmail and used that to their advantage then. It seems like someone wanted to arrange a private meeting with him here.
I see.
Could that someone be the culprit?
Not sure.
8:15 a.m. That's a long time before the time of death, though. Like, were they waiting or they talked a long time? And they had a bomb on hand. Was the bomb their last resort or something? That's kind of weirdly premeditated. At the same time, maybe there's a struggle. Maybe Wolfgang arrived late.
There must be something.
Either way, this message is definitely a valuable clue. It's our only insight into Wolfgang's movements before his death.
Well,
Now I really want to know where everyone was that time. Yeah, that's the one thing we need to do, like collecting time frames and alibis. I woke up at 8:30 a.m. this morning, so asleep when this meeting is scheduled to happen. Yeah, okay, so that was the point of sleeping through it then. And after 8:30 to when the body was discovered, we were with Kai the entire time, so we can, yeah, he's completely innocent. It's only 35 minutes before the tournament. Cassidy, Jet, Mark, and I would have already been in the dining hall. Right, setting up equipment.
That's...
As to the other students, directly asking them where they were at 8:15 a.m. might be risky.
where?
Because they would wonder where we got the time from. Instead of asking 8:15 directly, ask where they were, when the blackout happened and what they were doing in the morning. Exactly. I prefer to keep this note between the two of us. And use it against the killer in the trial, will we? At least for now. Suspicious note. That looks a tiny bit almost slanted italics cursive in a sense. Suspicious note added. Anyway, this thing about a secret. What do you think that means? Well, I'm not really sure. It could be referring to anything, honestly. Anything, huh? You know what it means? Either the secret involving the advertisement or the blackmail. The blackmail was my first thought, but if it's the advertisement secret, then, I
know.
I have an idea. The author of this letter might be talking about Wolfgang's blackmail. That's one way to look at it. Huh? If they claimed to have it, they could have baited him here without much issue. After all, Wolfgang asked us to meet with the person whose blackmail we had.
Strange.
A derelict boiler room is a pretty ominous place to meet someone, though. It would have been Wolfgang's first time here, too, so we didn't explore this room floor beforehand. So was it someone he reasonably really didn't have qualms trusting, honestly, or wasn't too wary about?
What could it be?
Either didn't see that super obvious danger in meeting here alone, or did realize just didn't care. He had this certain air of being a bit cautious, but anything involving us, he just dismissed, honestly. So either masquerades either one of us, but like, would he even care enough to actually do that? To actually meet with either of us anyway?
Right.
Right. Does that change anything about what I said?
Hmm?
Well, duh. Duh. If Wolfgang knew the warning signs, his reason for coming might have less to do with integrity
You see?
and more to do with desperation.
Huh?
Desperation? Without details of his
I
blackmail
see.
would stand to reason. It would be like, yeah, if he was a bit paranoid then, like he was trying not to show it honestly, then yeah.
Hmm?
If only Wolfgang had hidden this note somewhere safe instead of bringing it here. It would have been valuable evidence. I doubt it could have envisioned something like this happening. He was never really on his guard during this killing game. Except around you and me, I guess. Yeah, he had, from the sound of it, he had complete faith in everyone, honestly. His hand is weirdly positioned in a strange sense. His other hand he was trying to climb on, but like this, it's like his fingers are splayed out. The way Wolfgang is slumped over the platform, it almost looks like he's fallen on top of it.
Focus.
Let me see if his palms are scratched. So now don't take a closer look. Huh? Okay, well there's electrical lines. I thought I saw that, but I want to make sure. So he's electrocuted then? But like, trickling out from under the cuff of Wolfgang's sleeve and onto the rest of his hand. Strange injury that looked a lot like a tree sapling. Was this a burn mark? When I looked at Wolfgang's other hand, I saw the same thing. Markings seemed to extend down the arm.
The hell?
Even look at this.
Hello.
So it's either he electrocuted in the water or you shot by the taser. It's one of those two. Let me see. Yeah, burn marks. That's really horrible. They look like gross little veins. What inflicted them?
That's...
There's a taser a little ways off from where we're standing, but I couldn't find anything that indicates it's been fired. We need to ask Desmond about that. So the only thing I can think of is the generator.
Is that really true?
Why the generator?
I know.
The thing has clearly been destroyed by something. Maybe Wolfgang got caught in that something and that's how he died.
Not sure.
I'm not sure. There's no toaster around. The generator seems too far away from where Wolfgang is lying to cause burns like these.
Look at this.
Plus the room's water isn't conductive, so electricity couldn't have traveled through it.
Right.
You're right. Anything able to melt the generator's wires would have burned his suit to a crisp too. Exactly. Thinking. Poke, poke, stroke chin. I think Wolfgang received those burns outside the boiler room. Outside? Well, if like they're saying like they're saying that the bloodstain was actually near, like, that's inside the room, not outside the boiler room with the caution line. I took note of that caution, like, red worded caution line that's outside the boiler room leading from the 4 rooms into the boiler room. Are you saying, like, either out there or, like, somewhere else, elsewhere in the building, honestly? There's just nothing here that could leave these markings. That's the actual place that got burnt. Guess we'll have to try and find it ourselves. That is, that such a place even exists. While it's possible the generator may not have been involved in the murder, it seemed unlikely that Wolfgang made a detour from the boiler room to being severely burnt. After all, burns like this would definitely paralyze someone. Yeah. As for Wolfgang's palms, they didn't have any markings on them, so it's really just only electrocution signs, honestly. Still, he must have fallen somehow. Why else would he be lying on the platform? So, only his pants were wet, so he walked around in there, stepped down from it voluntarily then. That's hand. We looked at that. Okay, so his face. Crying, snotting, and drooling. There didn't seem to be any strange markings on Wolfgang's face. Not his face? However, along the back of his neck, there was a massive bruise. Okay, so electrocution, and then a neck bruise? It's only was he hit in the back of the neck? That looks like a really bad injury. Looks like his entire neck is discolored. Damn. Right. I think it's in the back of his neck. Nothing around us seems to have left it. This might sound morbid, but what if it's a sign of his body decomposing? I don't think so. Could a body really decompose this fast? No. Could, or could not. Probably depends on the environment. As in the temperature? Correct. Cold places are generally better at preserving things than warm, humid areas like this boiler room. Kind of like dairy products. That's a good comparison. I know there's a few murders where the whole point is actually like, what was it? Disguise in the time of death by using hot or cold. Honestly, like a fireplace, like the heat of the body, honestly, or cold up like extend to where it is. I think I even tried making a murder mystery, because along with that, but the twist honestly was instead of like a freezer honestly being used to like disguise and like prolong the time of death, like, you know, like displacing it. So when you like accidentally use a fireplace, honestly, that made it look like the death happened earlier instead of later, how freezing actually the body would make it look. A tone deaf one, but sure. So the dairy products missing thing was my analogy worked here. Wolfgang didn't have this bruise yesterday, at the very least. If he did, it would have been super noticeable. It's purple, like everything else in his outfit, and he has pale skin, right?
Fair.
Yeah, true. It would be hard to hide it. Don't think he has that long hair in the back. Turning my attention back to Wolfgang, I caught something else on his body. Near the mark on his neck, but not directly overlapping it. A red dot. Okay, injection. Oh god, we have multiple ways. Honestly, he could be killed. Honestly, that's where it is. So he was hit in the back of the head and then the neck. Not a beauty mark, an injection, and also signs of electrocution, man, all at once. Those three. God damn it. Doesn't look like it. The skin around the dot seems to be inflamed. Reminds me of a popped pimple. A sort of wound you can easily inflict on yourself.
So...
You don't think this is related to the murder? It might not be, but there's been a lack of scabbing. This was inflicted pretty recently, so you may as well keep it in mind. So, it's neck, bruise, and the hole. That's to me everything I could gather here. Okay, well that's this room. God.
Hello.
Hey, Damon. Since we've inspected the bowling room, we should find the students who left and ask them for their testimonies. And my first guess actually is like there's blood leaking out. Maybe look into the hospital room, definitely the dining room, and then his room as well. Unless they roomed in Grace's room. No, I think they went into his room. Okay.
Right.
They went upstairs to investigate Wolfgang's dorm, right? Oh, that's what they all went. Okay. Yes, because of what I said earlier. The victim's last known whereabouts are the best places to search for clues.
Okay.
Alright, let's see what they've been up to. Let's see what scandalous activities Grace has been up to with him as well. Apart from collecting testimonies, there were two other matters on my mind. One, getting Desmond to inspect the taser gun. And two, pinpointing exactly when the blackout occurred, in case it happened at the time of the murder. Okay, 3 people I need to talk to. Desmond, Mark, to figure out the time thing there, and one other person. I walked over to the boiler room door, which had been left slightly ajar. But as I began to pull it the rest of the way open, what? I noticed it. The doorknob, something about it, looked different. The pin? Hey, Eva, was it locked with the hairpin or the doorknob? I think it's been flipped? Are you sure? Like, so can this room be locked? Oh shit. Was he locked in here for a while? But like, no, that wouldn't make any sense though, right? Take a look for yourself. The first time we woke up here, I'm pretty sure this lock was on the inside, not the outside.
Is that really true?
How'd someone be able to flip a doorknob though? By unscrewing it, probably. Okay. Why didn't you say something earlier? What do you mean? This is the first time I noticed it.
Is that really true?
Really? You didn't notice it back when you went to the boiler room with Kai? No, not even then. It might have been because of the darkness or my own nerves. Yeah, you were like pretty on the nose of him. You thought there was something bad happening in here. So yeah. But back then I wasn't paying attention to the small details like the doorknob. All I want to do is enter the boiler room.
Anyways.
I know that makes me sound stupid.
Listen to me.
It's okay. I mean, I probably would have noticed the doorknob had I been there, but that's besides the point. Alright then. Insult intelligence. Anyway, this discovery paints an interesting picture. God damn, there's a lot of details here and need to push out here. And if they're going with the whole thing that Wolfgang's movements are also important, then like, oh boy, this is actually very interesting. I always love when mysteries like get to pinpoint what a person was doing, like where they were before they ended up croaking. Like, where did they go, what they were moving, what was on their mind, stuff like that. Since the lock was now accessible from the hallway, you could technically lock the boiler room shut without ever stepping foot inside it. Meaning that if you want to lock someone inside the boiler room, all you have to do is lure them in and close the door behind them. But if he was locked in here the entire time, like, and he knew the game tournament was happening, why didn't he shout for help, honestly, for a while? If, like, they lured him down here just to lock him in, why didn't he ask for help? Is it literally just because he was stupid, he didn't really want Eva's help since she was there at the time? Are you fucking kidding me? He was stupid just because of that? I doubt he'd be that stupid, though. Would he really? Would he? Boiler room door now has been added. Okay, God, that's probably the most important thing, honestly, here. Come on, we need to collect people's testimonies before the investigation ends. Hairpin. That kind of, well, no, like, well, no, I'll keep them myself right now. We need to collect people's testimonies before the investigation ends. I'm trying to think if everyone has a hairpin or anything like that, and one person comes to mind, and that person, honestly, I'm a tiny bit suspicious about. Right, let's go. Okay, might as well head out actually now. So let's step away from the body first off, and then leave the area. Okay, I'll just say it right now. The person I think I am a bit suspicious about is Eloise, actually. I think, like, honestly, that thought actually came to my mind, honestly, like, a bit thinking about who that mysterious person that ran past us would be. And I feel like the person who would perfectly fit the description of someone panically running away, honestly, would be someone maybe who was stuck inside. Would two people actually be stuck inside the door, actually? Oh god, actually. Like, two people are actually locked in the room? And then when, well, that means the door was unlocked for whatever reason, and then that person, like, woke up, like, maybe from the taser, woke up, honestly, and ran out, and passing him by, unless that was indeed the killer. If there was no second person who was not unconscious and left there to be the framed person, then that had to be the killer, then. And, I don't know. My first thought is, like, for someone, if it was not the killer, it had to be someone who's very easily to panic. But from the sound of it, like, the first people that come to mind to be panicky is mostly just a hunch and behavioral wise, but like Toshiko doesn't like hit me as the person who would be able to lie that easily. And what was it? Eloise's reaction, honestly, there was something about it. Plus, how she talked throughout the rest of this chapter, even going when I like revisiting parts of it, she had a lot of ... moments. like moments where like a character obviously like has in their mind, and the narrative wants you to focus in on them having like there's things on their mind, but they don't say anything. Think of it like how Toko just has a lot of ... moments whenever Genocide Jack came up in the first game, like that. In hindsight, it makes sense, but in the moment, you would completely gloss over it. Actually, Eva, before we go upstairs, yeah, okay, the blood stain's right there, so there's a blood stain there and into the boiler room. Okay, then, ooh. It's probably worth checking out the storage closets first. That too, yes. Why?
I know.
I found something in the boiler room that might be related to them. Cord, yes. Judging by the length, I think it's an extension cord. I wonder if it matters who was paired up with who, like searching through each of the storage rooms. I wonder if that matters. I think Jean was with Mark, and then what was it? God damn it. Grace was with Eva, and then Cassidy was with Jet. So yeah. But what the hell happened to the other end of it? I have no idea if that pairing honestly in the storage room matters, but I'll keep it in mind. There was no internal plug, just a frayed tip lined with a black substance. The internal end been severed off, and the cord burnt after? Didn't see this cord in the boiler room earlier, so it probably came from someplace else. One of the storage rooms, maybe. So someone lobbed off the end of it and left it in here in the storage room, in the boiler room, honestly. For some reason. An extension cord. We should confirm if it did indeed come from a storage closet. Okay.
However,
But first, I want to talk to Cassidy. Well, yeah, she's right here. I was going to speak to her.
Come
Yeah.
again?
You want to talk to her? Her of all people? Her, Eva? Her? Nerd time. Yes, I want to talk to her. Is that bad? She wasn't much help last investigation. Probably because it wasn't really that, I don't know, like, that important, actually. I guess the word here is urgent because there was no stakes to it. Well, any help is better than no help. True that.
Fair.
Alright, I'll talk to Cassidy first, and then I'll investigate the storage closets on the floor. Yeah, there's the blood stain. We can 3D look at clues. It's the latest innovation in Danganronpa technology. There's dry blood on the floor. For some reason, it seemed to pull right around this particular spot. Dry blood, like in the boiler room. So someone was injured some point here, and that was the one thing. Like, definitely Damon definitely came here, I think like 2 days ago, and there was no blood anywhere. So literally he can, if he like he asked Tozu meet up with someone here again, he literally could even make a time frame. So like, was someone locked down here like the other day? Man, I wonder if like it also makes sense like if you can't find certain people for FTEs, like it actually adds to it. Oh boy. But I doubt it. You notice the blood in there?
Correct.
I noticed you noticing it. Wowee.
I see.
So,
Who do you think left all this blood behind?
Focus.
Well, can't be Wolfgang, can it? Considering the sort of injuries he sustained, it wouldn't make sense for him to have spilled a lot of blood. I don't think the killer would be spilling this. It had to be a third party.
There must be something.
Which means the only possibility we're left with
what
is...
could it be?
The blood belongs to someone else? Yeah, exactly. Blood spots. Okay, it's updated, not added. Yeah. If I didn't notice the blood here, would you point it out to me? Like, yeah? What? I would have pointed it out to you if the roles were reversed. That way you'd know not to step on it.
Right.
Sure, I'd point it out.
Thanks.
What? What? Oh, you I was wondering what you were going with that, but you stepped in it. Okay, that's funny. Well, it's dried, so you don't have to worry about that, but okay. Hi, Cassidy. Is this one of your, like, gamer murder mystery games? Phoenix Wright style. Ladders. Step ladders. Elementary. Cassidy's pacing around the hallway with a finger on her chin. God damn it! Stroke chin. Seemingly doing nothing. Oh, hey guys! Sorry for not noticing you sooner. I was performing a super sweep down of this here hallway. That's a lot of words for wandering around aimlessly.
Listen to me.
Pacing takes a lot of work, okay? Okay? Never diss that. Can you put your sweep down on hold? I have a really important question. Let's hear it. Just don't drag it on too long, KK. Gotta finish my sweep down before time's up.
You see?
Do you remember who attended the tournament? It was going down the list. Eva, Damon, Cassidy, Mark, Jet, Jean, and Grace. It was like those 7 people. Which again, like for usually first cases they had to like give an alibi or like make a whole point only to focus on like a couple handful of people, honestly, and wave away the rest of the cast, honestly. Because there's a lot of people at the beginning. Everyone was saying to join kept their words, so we had a full house.
What about?
There were 8 people in total. Okay, I missed one. I forgot Kai. God. Well, kind of 3 of us.
Huh?
Something on your mind? Well, since the murder happened in the boiler room,
Well?
wouldn't that mean everyone in the dining hall has an alibi? Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that. She's totally right. My first thought. Where's my praise? Also, since we split into pairs while investigating those rooms down the hall, every parent can vouch for each other. Right. We all split up. What were the groups again?
Yep.
Jet and I explored Storage Closet B. Storage Closet B?
Check it out.
That's what it's called in the map. Oh, the map. Oh. Does she mean the map that chose a trinket? Ah, A, B, C, D. Well, it's labeled out, so I'm now wondering if that's important then. I added my trinket, and sure enough. See? Storage Closet B! Booyah. Storage Closet Booyah. Also Storage Closet A for Ace, and Storage Closet C for I can't think of anything else, and D. They're definitely the rooms we explored.
I see.
In that case, kinda must explore Storage Closet C. I think that was close to the stairs. We went like from facing the door towards the boiler. That was the close, like the one in the bottom right. So that was C? Remember clearly, the two of us checked the closet above and opposite the one Cassidy searched. According to this map, the only closet to fit those parameters is storage closet C.
Correct.
Grace and I investigated the storage closet directly next to Damon, so he must have been inside storage closet A. God damn it, I was making a joke about it before, but God fucking damn it, we're doing the fucking, like, the shelving unit thing all over again. God damn it.
Yeah.
Which leaves Mark and Jean with storage closet D. Is the fact, like, whoever looked, yeah, definitely whoever looked in either storage closet is definitely important. Yeah, it makes sense. Storage closet's been added. Yep, okay, yep. C, I got right. So C is where we were. Yeah, okay. Stroking again. You know, Damo, not, like, interrupted yourself. Since you're here, Damo Demolition, what's the deal with you in the boiler room? What? When Kai told us his party piece of the Wolfie, he said you two went into the boiler room.
How?
The heck did you do that for? You're supposed to check out the storage closet. We did. And I want to look, and I wanted to add more credit to my search history. Wait, let's say search history?
No.
You're not casting suspicious on me, are you? Me? No way! You did more than you were asking to. You're not getting an A+ for effort there, bucko. As far as Cass is concerned, everyone is innocent until proven otherwise. We investigated the storage closet with Kai. We just didn't find anything inside.
Anyway.
Although we did hear someone run down the hallway.
Am I hearing you right?
For real? So if, like, even Damon mentioned it, they would have heard anyone open the closets. Anyone opening the closets, so it had to be the boiler room, which is a bit farther away. Man, unlucky, that worked for nothing. What's the plan now? Do we just, like, go back outside? Let's check out how the people next door are doing. Pat, 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 pat. Huh? Suddenly I heard frantic footsteps echoing from the hallway outside.
Doubt it.
Weird, I don't remember any
It's
footsteps.
the truth.
I do.
Really?
Meh. Eva, did you really? I heard them while Grace and I were investigating the storage room next to yours.
However,
I just brushed it off as my imagination, though. Guess me and Jen must have been talking over them. Are those footsteps the reason you entered the boiler room, Damo? It's Damon, and yeah, close enough, just one letter off, obviously. They came from the direction of the room, so I wanted to see where the person was running from.
for real?
Phooey, really? Would have just chanced at the footsteps? Being entered the boiler room after something like that? You weren't scared a murderer was hiding inside? When I actually swear it wasn't much better. True. And just what such could have those have been? Someone who doesn't have an alibi. Ah! My hunch, honestly, is at Louise for some reason. Mostly just behavioral, like meta-wise, and also it kind of fits a panicky MO, honestly, a bit. And this also came to mind, but I completely forgot until now. Since it feels like this case, honestly, feels like it's almost paralleling the first case, the Blackout and DR2. Why not have at least someone a point of interest or the culprit literally be someone who outright stated like they missed their mom, like she brought that up honestly in the introduction to the prologue too, legitimately. And I know for a fact one of the leads for this product, Soze, I believe that's pronounced the username right, is one of the people who was working and writing this fan-made thing called another Danganronpa fan-made thing called Danganronpa MK2, which is literally just Danganronpa 2, but Mahiro Koizumi as the protagonist. It's been on hold for a while, presuming since they're working in this fan game, but I enjoy that a lot, and that's probably fresh in their mind when they're helping writing this, maybe. I don't know why anyone would be running around these spooky hallways, though in the dark. It's not Halloween yet.
What about?
Unless, ooh, maybe they're also looking for a backup generator while sprinting out of the boiler room? Nah.
That's not important.
I doubt it's that innocent. Considering the place this person ran away from was the crime scene, the footsteps were probably the killers. The killers or someone who was, who woke up there and was there, or stumbled across the boiler room first, but they were in there for quite a while, so either the killer or someone who woke up recently in there. You mean fresh out the committing the murder? Fresh out the murder a bit after. Depends what time we went downstairs. Either way, whether it was immediately after the murder or not, For a brief moment, the only thing separating us from Wolfgang's killer were the storage room walls. That's creepy to think about. Footsteps. Audible. I like the little just audio symbol in the middle of it. That's funny. It's neat. It has charm. Thus, bit by bit, the mystery slowly unravels. No need to thank me. No need to thank me. 'Tis all in a day's work. She didn't even do anything. It's the spirit that matters, okay? The spirit. Okay. So, past the giant red caution line, just okay, we survived. Okay, so if we're gonna go through all of these in order, let's start where we were first. This is C. Then across from the hall will be D. Toiletries. I think it's cans of oil on the ground, or this is the closet kind I explored. It was hard to get a good look at its contents in the dark, but seeing it now, there doesn't seem to be anything important here. I think we can move on. Okay. Okay, there's nothing in here except Damon Box Industries. Yeah, there's nothing in here. We can't even look at anything in here, can we? Literally nothing. Okay, I'll just keep moving to other storage closets until we find something then. Across the way. Should be D. I forget who entered here. Fire extinguishers, air canisters in the back.
Look.
This is the storage closet D. Yeah, Mark and Jean explored this one. Let's see what we can find here. Is there anything weird about this room? I think I see something behind this pile of boxes. Let's let my tiptoes get a better look, and on the shelf? Oh, so they really are here.
Well,
What's here? Extension cords, a whole bunch of them. Oh, so there's one in here. But then, if it's a whole thing that someone came in after the crime happened, why sever one and then throw in the water then, and be a bit burnt? This is mostly just a place where they got some equipment then, the killer.
strange.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, these are definitely the same type of cord I saw in the boiler room. Only difference is, these still had their other half intact. Where'd the other half go then for that one? Huh. The internal plugs are pretty slim compared to the other kinds of cords. The fact these cords match the one in the boiler means the killer must have rummaged through these closets for equipment. Yep. For what reason they needed the cord, I had no idea. Bomb manufacturing lessons, Bombo 101, Demo demolition time. But this was still a step in the right direction. Extension cord added, updated. Added, updated. Besides a box of cords, nothing else about this room is standing out to me. Mark and Jean explored this room. That's probably in the storage closet bullet, but still keeping it in mind in my head. Trying to zen it out my brain, details-wise. Even though I think everyone here has alibis, honestly. But still. Do you want to move on? Yeah, let's go. Okay. I do want to actually, see the other, closets, see which one even had a generator in them. I can't remember if I looked through all the closets or not when I first went through the prologue and demo. Okay, I think Cassidy went to this room. Cassidy knew Eva. Oh, is that the bottom right, the generator? If I did look through all of them, no wonder I didn't notice it. The map says the storage closet B.
Right.
B for beta and alpha. God damn it, that's where the naming thing should have been. God damn it, my brain. Right, the closet Cassidy and Jet explored. Oh, it was, oh, what the fuck? It's Grace and Eva. God fucking damn it.
Look.
Do you see that? See what? The box in the corner over there. Look. Confused, I turned to look where she was pointing. Oh, this is... I think I know what it is. A generator, right? The one you're referring to during the blackout. So when Damon walked in with Kai to the boiler room, they started the spare generator up. Jet and Cassidy at the same time. So when they were busy talking over each other and the footsteps apparently.
Correct.
Exactly. Since I've explored these rooms before, I knew one of them had a backup generator. They're so samey. Oh, I couldn't even remember them. They're so boring and bland. If this closet has a backup generator, doesn't that mean the ones who restored the power was... Well, Cassidy and Jet were the only people who entered this room. Probably Jet would probably have better experience, honestly, starting it up. And they're the only people who brought the power back. Damn. Surprised those two actually knew how to navigate a generator. I'll be a bit maybe surprised if Cassidy was the one that pulled it, but I wouldn't be too surprised if it was Jet, honestly. Mechanical and also race car driving experience, I guess. I don't know exactly how drag race cars actually look, or like actual race cars are. I don't know if they're special like I guess vehicles that do like a pull-up startup, honestly. Some go-karts I think have that, but would Jet actually have that experience? I don't know about the drag cars, honestly. That seems to be all there is to this closet. Okay, then we leave here. Are you sure you want to leave? Yes, this is a cramped, enclosed environment. And this should be the room then? Like they have a little thing for the... They can lock from the inside and out. But those ones can't be removed. This is where you and Grace explored. Why are you oversaturated over there? Okay, this is storage closet A. Let's take a look around. At the end of the shelves, the glint of something shiny caught my eye. So besides ours, man, every single closet has something important to it. God damn it. Why did we get the boring one? It's all your fault, Kai. Or we decided to go into one last, so god damn it.
That's...
What? Eva, look! There's a rolling pin here, and handprints on it too. That was used to hit in the back of the head. What? That looks like there's writing on it. Handprints?
Strange.
What are you implying? That someone used it recently, and not for its intended purpose. Someone's trying to flatten out his neck and make pastries out of him.
I know.
Look, can you see the handprints are on the base of the pin? The base. You aren't rolling much dough if you're wheeling this thing like a tennis racket, are you? A tennis racket? The pin is also really dusty. If it came from the kitchen, it would be clean like the other utensils there. Grace woke up in the pantry, so... Yeah, agreed. Not only that...
Jeez.
Right, there's a dent in the pin, too. Shit, we probably made things even worse, honestly, since we decided we hung out with Jet and we made pasta together. God damn it, it's all biting us all in the ass! There's a dent in the pin, too. Really? On the end opposite the handprints, can you see it? Opposite the handprints, so... Someone is holding it and, like... So they're not holding the handles, but they're holding the other side? I don't understand how the hand placement works, honestly, thinking about it in my brain. Oh my fucking god, did they fucking break his neck?
Weird.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. They hit... What the fuck? But if Grace and you were inserting here, who had the opportunity to even be in there and hide the pin in here? That makes no sense. How? They had to hide the pin in there afterwards, so the culprit had time to hide it away. So that means if the footprints were someone who went to the storage closet, they stashed it away and rather walk upstairs and maybe heard everyone talking and walking downstairs, and then went back to the boiler room to hide, and then ran past and they saw the coast was clear, maybe? That's one possibility. Oh my god, if he was strangled along top of the injection thing, like, we now just have 3 different ways he could have died. Electrocution from the taser or from the generator itself, a fucking bomb, even though there's no shrapnel on his body, so we can cross that out of the list, lost of the list. The injection, the bruise in the back of his neck, just breaking his neck or just strangulating him from the back, but, ugh. If his back was honestly onto it, he was kneeling. He was kneeling. Kneeling.
Focus.
God. So either someone who took him by surprise and was strong. So, no, Toshiko couldn't have done it at all. I don't think so at all. It does not make sense for her. Because this pin has something to do with the mark we found in Wolfgang's neck. If it was used to knock him out, it would not only explain the dent on the pin, the bruise in Wolfgang's neck. How did it make its way into this closet, though? What do you mean? How did the pin make its way into the closet after the killer used it? Oh.
There must be something.
I mean, the footsteps kinda heard with the killers, they probably took the pin in here on their way out.
Absolutely not.
That's not what happened. The killer entered this closet and hid the rolling pin.
Listen to me.
Grace and I would have seen them. Yeah, obviously. Crap, of course, she and Grace were investigating this closet time. What if the killer placed the pin in here before any of us came downstairs?
David.
If they were out in the hallway, why didn't they use that as their chance to escape? Damn it, she's right about that too. Could this rolling pin really be unrelated? It lines up so well with the other evidence. So it's either someone's accomplice, or literally they're about to run away, but like, why wouldn't they hide in the closet then? The only reason that would make sense is they hid it in here, and then they realized they needed to do something else in the room itself, and then ran out? But like, no, they obviously had to kill them. Blackout goes out, had someone framed on the ground, and they ran past. They woke up, and the killer put the rolling pin in the closet way before anyone even walked down here, or even thought about going like anyone in the dining hall thought about going down here, restarting any generators.
Moving on.
Okay, I don't think there's anything else in this room. Let's keep investigating. One moment she's speaking nonsense, next she's totally coherent. I don't think I'll ever understand this girl. You never will. Eh. And look through all the closets now. Did you find everything you needed?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. It's also just, it's so fucking funny as well for Eva just like be like an awkward girl, honestly. At the same time, be probably one of the smartest people, honestly. It lines up with her background, honestly, from everything. It's so nice. It's kind of cool, actually. The rolling pin, the stack of extension cords, there's no doubting their relevance to this case. At least based on what I investigate so far.
Anyway.
Eva, let's go back upstairs and collect some more testimonies. Where? Finally. Finally, we're in my element now. God. I'm wondering, actually, injection thinking about it is, if my idea was right, if like someone else was being framed, it could have been chloroform, or like Hyoko, Peko, Lily, like drugging Hyoko medicine, chloroform broken into the veins or wherever else have you. So yeah, it could be just that, just some unknown drug was used to knock him out, that whole type deal. Okay, so we could, where would everyone be? We could go down to Wolfgang's room and look to see what everyone figured out there. And look for everyone else around. As Eve and I emerge in the basement, look out for anything which could aid us in our investigation. Oh, hi, Louise. You're the next person I want to talk to. I also have a hairpin, too. Right in front of us, a flustered Eloise is huddled with her back to the wall. Sitting next to her... sup, you guys? Wow, the two people who know the most about, weaponry. Might want to lower your voice around here. Some stuff has happened. Does Eloise have an alibi? And I see Grace down there, blurrily down in the hallway.
What could it be?
Is something wrong? Sorry, Eloise had a bit of a frightening experience recently.
You think?
I think we all have.
No kidding.
Well, yeah, the scene downstairs is bad, but I'm talking about something else. At her Tozu lad, we tried going inside Wolfgang's room to look for clues, but the moment we stepped in, she suddenly pounced on me. Grace. She dragged me out and Desmond ran after us. I haven't been able to get my heart to stop beating so quickly since... Hold on, this she you're referring to? Yep, it's Grace. Yep. She's been guarding Wolfgang's dorm ever since she kicked us out. Grace was blocking access to Wolfgang's dorm? What the hell? So, some sentimentality involved, or like something suspicious is involved in there? I'm pretty sure there's more sentimentality, honestly. We can't let her bar us from entering his room. The class trial could start at any moment. That's what I tried telling everyone else, but they pretty much gave up. Jen and Mark went to the dining hall, Diana went to the laundry room, and Toshiko and Ingrid went to the courtyard. Okay. I want to go talk to Lily everyone we possibly can, so like rotating from the courtyard, laundry, the dining hall. I feel like, you know, of course Jen and Mark are off together as well. I'll keep bringing it up. Come on, Jean, we should go back to the harbor because another ship is sailing now. Eloise and I, though, we're not gonna let this slide. We gotta get into that dorm room, so we've been brainstorming other ways to approach Grace. I don't know, like kick her in the shins, use a golf club and use it against her, ironically.
Think about it this way.
And we landed on something. Performing a brief inquisition. Inquisition? If Grace doesn't want to cooperate, we'll start badgering with questions. Poke her at her ego until it eventually retreats.
Safety first.
Yeah, if you want, you can join us. A debater must be good at just dishing verbal beatdowns, yeah. I feel like the people we talk to, like Lily just bringing up stuff like this. Probably other people's like FTEs, like sort of bring up like stuff in the investigation somewhere in the chapter, but like it feels pointed, honestly. Like who I chose to hang out with. My God. I did come here to inspect Wolfgang's dorm, so I might as well. If that's the case, I'll go to the dining hall and ask Jen and Mark for their testimonies. Oh, okay. We're not investigative buddies for now. No. You're not coming along?
Where?
Grace isn't someone I like to be around right now. You three can handle her. Something tells me she's just afraid of her talent being mocked.
Right.
But yeah, it's almost that. And like she probably had to deal with that the entire time, talking with her back and forth in the storage closet. So yeah, I can make sense of that. Yeah. No sweat. Have fun with Jean and Mark.
Goodbye.
The only other reason I can think of, honestly, is like probably Grace would have something to do with putting the rolling pin in if it was not the killer or something like that. But that's just an off possibility right now, just to think of anything that comes to mind. Even left in the direction of the laundromat, clearly taking the long route to the dining hall, away from the dorm rooms. Should we approach Grace then?
Totally.
Yeah, let's not waste any time.
Okay.
Right, okay. Do you want to take the lead, Damon? Oh, sure. Let's debate the shit out of that golfer girl. The entire time when we start debating with her, she just keep repeating the words soybean over and over and over again. I swear to God, if there's like a rebel showdown or like she's a killer as an argument armament or like a bull time battle thingy, it better be like just her just repeating just soybean over and over and over again. Please, it'd just be fucking hilarious. I wasn't gonna admit to either of their faces, but their plans seemed pretty half-baked. Yeah. Not because I was gonna face off with Grace, but because she was too. How could a bumbling person like her be any help in a verbal showdown? If anything, she'll probably make us look uncoordinated. Guess they'll do most of the heavy lifting here. Since Grace is guarding Wolfgang's dorm, she should be right around the corner. Okay, let's go. Holy, come on, gang. Let's go take down girl for girl together. Ha! Hi. Feh. Think you yuppies get it? You're not coming in, yuppies!
Don't get it mixed up.
Hang on. We're not here for that. Damon just wants us to ask you a question.
Back off.
He isn't coming in either.
Please.
Why not? I need to investigate Wolfgang's dorm room.
Soybean.
Back off, soybean! His room is none of your business. Except it is. I had to search his last known whereabouts, which includes his dorm room by default.
See that?
What if I said I've done the job for you?
Come again.
As he searched the room. High and low. Wanna know what I found? Nothing, zilch, nada, now. Scram off. For us to believe that, we need to see it for ourselves. Oi, you think I'm lying?
Just saying.
There's a chance you could be, unfortunately. Think about it. You haven't given us any reason to believe you. Someone who's got nothing to hide wouldn't be acting so productive right now, you know? It gives the impression there's something you really don't want us to see.
Anyway.
Scandalized. Fucking, of course, like, they did the laundry day, like, the day before they swapped rooms, I think, right? No, the day after, actually, right? Oh, God, I can't remember my head. Either one of those, it was before or after, it had to be. No, I think it was after, yeah. Oh, my God. The laundry is done before they swapped rooms. God. Also, could this be considered breaking the rules? Tozy wants this to be fair, but being prevented from searching every room doesn't seem very fair.
Test me.
Does that mean we can look in the janitor's closet too? I doubt it. If it isn't, what are you gonna do? Yeah, we're targeting you now. I'll report it to Tozu. Huh?
You.
Makes sense.
Oh, she's using her fucking trauma with Mara against her. Nice. Nice idea. What do you say we look for him now? If Tozu agrees this is sabotage, she might call Mara to help. Oh, wait, that's not sabotage! I'm not hiding anything about the murder. Don't try to get me involved. Desmond never mentioned Wolfgang's murder.
Anyway.
Well, just let us into the room. If you're telling the truth, we'll drop our suspicions.
Gotta stay one step ahead.
The reality of the situation is, we gotta invade Wolfgang's privacy if you want to know what happened to him. You would want to investigate our dorms too if it were anyone else who died. Yeah, I could honestly definitely fucking see that, actually. That would be definitely what he would do. Doubly so if it was, he would want to search our rooms too. Damon and Eva's too, yeah. Grace stood there silently, gritting her teeth. Then, she stepped away from the door.
Okay.
Sweet, thanks, Grace. She does have a bit of spunk to her. Stroke chin. Eloise, stroke chin. With sighs of relief, we entered Wolfgang's dorm. What the fuck is this bullshit? Of course he's the fucking, like, giant, like, fancy room as well. Almost similar to, like, our room, I guess. But, man, Well, it has a more purple, like, color scheme to it than, like, Damon's green, so it matches up well. The first thing that comes to mind is the tie and shirt down there. Oh. So was he actually injured then? Or, like, we didn't see on his body because we didn't want to declothe him, so was he injured? Is there blood anywhere around, or is he just that, like, the blazer's on the couch over there, tie's in the chair, and I guess undershirt is on the floor by his desk over there, huh? So this is Wolfgang's dorm, or... Oh, that's no... What if it's not related to the murder at all? What if it's not at all? I'm not gonna say anything else more. That'd be fucking hilarious. Scandalized. Well, some of my expectations were correct. A lot about the room still surprised me. I anticipated the layout resembling my dorms and the decor reflecting his talent. What I didn't anticipate was how messy it was. Are those books also real or just fake as well? Maybe not messy, just really casual. A room that clearly be well lived in.
Oi, you.
Don't move things around when you inspect them. Oh my gosh, that teddy bear. Did you bring that in, or is that Wolfgang's? That's adorable. I want to keep the room as is. To be honest, I'm not sure why I was even surprised. Oh my god, I need to look at the calendar first, I swear. 2 words. Lumberjack fantasies. Leaving nothing to imagination. Wolfgang is also a pinup calendar in his room. What's going on through your mind there, Damon? This isn't what I should be focusing on during a murder investigation. Maybe. Maybe you could steal it for later, for your own collection, I guess. If everyone's calendars honestly are different for each one, for each picture, they're all in the same month. It's customized to every single one of us. Gosh dang it. I will look at Teddy Bear first. Bear. A large toy bear is adorned the bed. Something tells me that it didn't belong in the room originally. Is it from, probably from Grace, honestly. Let's see, like, can we look at the clothes? I'm assuming it just connects to him, the ones that, yeah, on the blazer, the tie as well. I do like the little pattern they gave to him, to Wolfgang's tie, actually. I'll say the same thing for, like, there's, I haven't, like, sat down and looked at all the different, patterns to each of them, but seeing, like, some of the, I guess, some, what is the word? I guess spreadsheets is the best word I can think of right now, or I guess a character ref of some of the character designs, like, for example, Eva's, like, the patterns they gave to, like, to her skirt, for example, like the little details, like, honestly, like that. Oh, I love it. I love little pattern details like that. Oh, it's so good. They had, like, they really gave a lot of them personality and design to them. The little smaller details. It's really nice, really cool. It's really good. Clothes are scattered across the room, including a familiar-looking woman's jacket. Oh, that's not his. It's not an undershirt. Nothing about them looks suspicious on its own. Let's see. We'll just look at the sofa itself. I tried to look clicking in the blazer itself, but okay. Intricately patterned couch side by side with 2 red sofa chairs. Even the throw pillows seem to be arranged in just the right way. Would the clothes still count as part of the other ones too? Yeah, same thing. Okay. But still, the books in the wall. Huge wooden bookshelves filled to the brim with a catalog of books towered over the room. Skimming the titles, most of them seem to be about the intricacies of the legal system, although some are about old court cases rehashed with new evidence. Did Wolfgang really read any of these? Or were they all just for show? Are those actual books, actually? That you can actually read? Wow, does that mean that Damon doesn't really read even theory? He just argumentative for the sake of it? That'd be funny. Like, let's talk to everyone unless there's something I missed looking at. Well, I didn't look at the bed. What's up, Damon? Hey, can you check out something for me?
Easy enough.
In here, or
That's not it.
in the boiler room? I found a taser gun in
Are
there.
you for real?
I can't tell if it's been fired or not. I don't think it has, but I want to know for sure. Because if I'm wrong, this taser gun was used. It might clue us into the nature of Wolfgang's death.
No kidding.
What we're talking about is that big of a deal, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, since you're skilled at using guns, I
All
figured.
good.
No sweat. I'll see you two once I'm done here. Nice. Thanks for the heads up, Damon. Noise. Okay, just a quick looking at the... You can't look at the bed? Okay, then. Never mind, then. Okay, talk to everyone else, then. Eloise was kneeling on the floor, sorting through Wolfgang's bedside ottoman with a serious look in her face.
Hi.
Hey, can we talk for a second?
Give me a moment.
Okay. She closed the ottoman and stood up. No, wearing the same nervous expression she always did. Is there something wrong? I want to know your whereabouts during Wolfgang's murder. Oh. When the murder happened, I was with Desmond in the courtyard. Really? Oh, god damn it. God damn it. There goes that hunch out the window. Like, the entire time? The entire time. I guess it makes sense to be a bit more friendly with each other since the introduction thing where you kept each other company before everyone gathered out there. The courtyard? Yes? You can ask Desmond to confirm if you're confused. No, I'm fine.
It's simple.
Let me just ask this. What were you doing during the blackout? Blackout? Yeah, you did experience it, right?
Not.
No, I don't think there was ever a blackout. They were only alerted to the murder because of Toad's announcement. So my theory was right. If Winona never experienced a blackout in the tree room, and Eloise never experienced a blackout in the courtyard, both those buildings must be connected to an entirely different power source outside of it. And soon the generator is only added to this one, honestly, just because for something like this just to happen. For something as important as the tree and the shutters there, including the projector, obviously be hands off for anyone else here. Obviously. Okay, so the more people talk to, the more that the blackout, I'm assuming truth bullet, gets added of what people were doing. So let's see. Did the bathroom have anything of interest? No. Camera? Nothing. Hi, Grace. You don't have any grace to you, do you, though? We're not here for that, my ass. Hey. Nobody should be meeting my eyes.
Quit it.
I know you suspect me. I can tell by the look in your face. I don't know anything about his death. To be in the dark like everyone else. The person she was so close to. Damn it, get a grip on yourself, Damon. Grace and Clayton know nothing about the murder, but what about everything before it? So where were you? So I heard a rumor you became Wolfgang's new bunk buddy. This room seems to confirm that. How was he this morning? Grumpy? Happy? Elated? Satisfied? Sick? What? We were planning to go to the game tournament. But he woke up with an ache in his stomach. He woke up sick? Injection? If you're telling me the truth, and Wolfgang planned to attend the tournament,
That's not it.
why did he say the opposite yesterday? Yeah, there was that. Admittedly, I'm also hesitant on attending. Eloise was also claiming, going to the game tournament, honestly, was, a waste of time. Why are we doing that instead of focusing on escaping? You said you were busy with doing something else, and Diana said that the same. Or no, Diane, right? Okay. Said the same thing. I'm not sure if I have the time for it. If I remember, Wolfgang said he'd be too busy to attend the tournament. More like he wanted another round of the pachinko machine.
Watch and learn.
I would know. I interrogated him after breakfast. What? That's seriously what he meant? He was gambling.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, huh? Which is why I told him, hey, no, let's do the tournament. He was a bit finicky at first, typical for a soybean, but he eventually caved. Wolfgang was a pachinko player? I'm not sure I can believe that. Then again, some of the paraphernalia in this room looked neither golf nor law-related.
Okay.
Alright, so based on what you're saying, Wolfgang agreed to attend the tournament yesterday. However, come this morning... Wolfgang remembered the pirate was attending, so he suggested I track down that guy and partner with him instead. Right, because you need to bring a partner to the tournament. So that wasn't Jean bringing you along, you were told to be with him. Wolfgang, he knew I was miffed about it. His smile said as much. I walked out the door anyway.
Dumbass.
Wolfgang said he was too sick to get out of bed, so he walked away. If Wolfgang really had been bedridden, how did he wind up in the boiler room? Did he lie about being sick, or... Either he didn't come of his own volition, or he was never sick to begin with. Yeah, the look at her face, I could tell Grace realized the same. Well, it said, it wasn't like Wolfgang to hide anything. For a guy who's so gung-ho about honesty, you'd think he would confine the person he's closest to. No, he's not that gung-ho about honesty. Did the letter I find inside his blazer pocket have something to do with it? At the bottom of the page, fragments of a message were still visible. Secret 8:15 a.m. and close the door. Doesn't this read a lot like a command? While only a few words are legible, a lot can be gleaned from them. For example, the mention of a secret. Did the rest of the note elaborate on it? Or was the word itself alone enough to scare Wolfgang? Maybe you want to shield Grace information even he couldn't handle. Or maybe he simply didn't want her to know. Whatever the reason, Wolfgang Akira deliberately hid information from someone. Ironic, huh? Like they actually give like an actual unique sprite for it. Like most other like testimony based truth bullets honestly just have the neutral sprite for a character for this X's person's testimony. That's actually kind of a neat touch. Well, that's all I could find. Why was Grace so antsy about people entering? There didn't seem to be anything suspicious lying around here. Very just off-footed by the calendar. No. In any case, since I'm done here, I should head to the dining hall. I kind of want to talk to everywhere else though. I'm pretty sure that's where Eva said she was going. We're already automatically leaving, apparently. Some commentary from those two, apparently. Oh, we're immediately going here. No! Well, kind of, in a sense. Kind of, okay. As soon as I entered the room, Eva walked over to me. Hello. I just finished talking to everyone here. Anything important?
Rage.
Nothing important. I don't think Jen and Mark are taking this seriously. Well, they're the perfect duo to the don't take anything seriously squad then, apparently. They're made for each other. This might end up like the mock trial where only a couple people know what they're doing. Does she really think so? Oh boy. Well, the information definitely didn't bode well for me. I couldn't afford to be discouraged by it. Not unless I want to die in this game. I'll see if I can make those two talk. I was wondering if just give us a lowdown summary of what you discovered, or literally just how we're doing right now. We had to interrogate them, debate the shit out of them until they spill all their dirty secrets, and Jet just says, I don't shower too often, that's it. Or just like, I eat pasta on Tuesdays, not Thursdays like I said, I'm sorry!
Thanks.
Good luck. Now you're just so exasperated about that. So 9:35, I immediately see that. Oh, it stopped right when the power out happened. Oh, he died right when the blackout happened and occurred. That proves it. We gotta talk to you first to confirm that. Mark returned to his position by the equipment. Hey, Desmond and Louise told me you plan to investigate Wolfgang's dorm. Grace isn't guarded anymore, so you can go inside there now. Let me guess, you don't want to investigate anymore.
It's nothing.
I just came here to make sure my interface wasn't damaged. This investigation could spell the difference between life and death, yet his priority was the student music equipment? Could there be a possibility that his equipment actually is his actual equipment? Not given to him from from Tozumar, the people organizing the whole game? It's literally his own equipment, actually? Wow. Why didn't he put Grace's name on there yet, on the whiteboard? Huh. Anything that looks suspicious what you're doing?
What?
I heard people are already giving Grace a side-eye for being uncooperative. What might they say if they find out you ditched the investigation?
Slow down.
Yo, hold on. Immediately come to his defense, I see. Jet called out to us from the other side of the room and ran over. Mark wouldn't be that way. You stop it, dog. Can't you see broski's and feeling well? Give the guy some space.
That's not important.
I don't care. I'm working a time limit. Who are you to talk anyway? Yeah? Yeah? Judging by the look on broski's face whenever you guys are together.
It's simple.
Everyone here, I think you know the least about personal space. What? No way! Sure, Mark might not talk a whole lot, but if he wasn't having fun, do you really think we hang out so much?
Broskies always stick together.
Broskies always stick together, just going grabbing some drinks at the moose patty and just, hanging out. Come on, broski, back me up here. Time. Huh? What time did the murder happen?
That's
9:35 a.m. Just immediately driving back past some other question and just go straight to the point. Check this. He pointed to a small digital clock at the top of the music pad.
That's
Huh? This is the time of the murder. Yep. That confirms that the blackout happened right when he died. Exactly on the fucking dot. It was like this when I came back here. I think the clock got screwed over by the blackout. So now it's frozen or whatever was displaying before it lost power. My equipment has been ruined, destroyed, decimated, demolitioned. Then that confirms my suspicions. The blackout, and by association, destruction of the generator, occurred at the time of Wolfgang's murder. DJ Padlock added. Okay, that's a nice little, like a little, I don't know, like little image, honestly, for the evidence, honestly. It's nice. My man, nice going, bro. You hit the jackpot. Bet it's because I was here with you, huh? Your luck, radiated off on the equipment then. Sheesh, this is getting hard to watch. Man, they better bro up, honestly, more. So how's it going, Kai? You joining up with Doing Nothing Squad? You immediately just just look like shit immediately, just in a snap of a dime. Shit. Don't tell me you're high. Why didn't Tozy for the blackout himself? Is the maintenance of this place seriously a responsibility? Just randomly go to the pharmacy and just like decide to take the edge off it immediately.
Not okay!
The frigid pantry restocked every day though. Oh, can't things just be consistent? Whining aside made a good point. Why didn't Tozu fix the blackout? That's leading it to him suspected a murder happening for the culprit's plan, honestly. So just wait to see how it happens, honestly. Thinking back on a spiel from earlier. The Tubman's information has been divulged in such a way that both the killer and the spotlights have equal chance of success. That as well. Did Tozu abstain from fixing the blackout because it was important to the killer? To hide or run? Or plant or get rid of this evidence? They could easily make their escape if no one could see anything.
Wait.
Oh yeah, Damon, since you're here now, I've been thinking really hard about those footsteps we heard.
Again.
When we were in the storage closet?
No, seriously.
Yeah, they were socked, right? The person was wearing socks? Oh, it was oh, they weren't even wearing shoes then.
I see.
Now you mentioned it, did sound like socks in a hard floor. Pat, pat, pat. Ah. Of all things to be right about, it has to be this. What do you mean?
Man.
I mean, why didn't the killer just wear shoes? Think about it. The sound of something like heels would be pretty distinct, right? What about sneakers? They get really squeaky on a smooth floor. And
Don't say that.
what I'm saying is you could totally figure out the shoe from the sound it makes, but someone took their shoes off for whatever reason. Did they wade in the water or something else we're planning to, and then the blackout happened, or? Huh. If you know what shoes the killer had on, you could just look for the person with a matching pair. Socks? I need to be wearing socks. Well, who does anyone like going barefoot, honestly? The only people I don't even think about, the only person I remember actually doing that like was Gaunter from the third game, but like I think everyone here is more dignified to do that. The person probably removed their shoes for that reason. I feel like it's bringing out the whole thing with like Damon like taking off his shoes and socks, honestly, from the wading in the water thing, but they kept their socks on. Like, from the sound of it, yeah, like, being barefoot, honestly, would, like, have a distinct sound to it instead of just, like, you know, socks on the floor. It'd be like a plat sound, I guess?
This sucks.
Yeah, just our luck. Footsteps have been updated. Nice. There's a lot of interesting things to think about, honestly. A lot of things are going in my brain. And if, like, Eloise had, like, an alibi, that gets rid of my thinking it would... Did I just say my thinking? I feel like the grammar of Higurashi and that fanfic I read, Dinger with VK, is literally just is now infecting my system now. God damn it, no! The thing I said I didn't like the most is now coming to bite me back in the ass. No. Okay, just going down the list. Frantic mouse moving. Yeah, Coral. Is it me or is there something funky about this place? What? I don't know, man. Everything feels kind of off. I can't place why, though. It's bugging the crap out of me. Sounds like he just felt uncomfortable being here. I guess I can't blame him. With the turn things had taken, the tension and excitement of the tournament was all but a distant memory. Man, in this room was now a reminder Wolfgang died under our noses. There's a vent right there, so they would have heard noises as he came there. And it's not exactly a thrill-seeking you were thinking and talking about what the extreme haunts in your town and the races, but yeah, it's probably way more extreme in a sense. Boy, this might not end like a mock trial where only a couple people know what they're doing. Okay, so there's something else to look around out here. Okay, so we have to look at the whiteboard then. Cassie clearly spent a lot of time doodling this. She must be upset that we didn't even finish a single round. Man, well, Kai would have won, or Damon could just say he was on the winning side before the blackout happened. The first time people have a get-together and they're interrupted by a murder. Yay. Thinking back on it, the game tournament and the murder happened really close together. The former began at 9 a.m., while the latter occurred at 9:35 a.m. That's within the same hour. So the killer and Wolfgang had a lot to talk about, or something about knocking someone out and then that happening. Huh. Taking another look at this whiteboard. Yeah, I can see why the killer chose to attack so soon. 8 potential witnesses all situated in one place. 2 preoccupied with video games. To notice the world around them. There couldn't be a more perfect time to strike. Huh. Tournament time and add to the truth bullet section of your Tozy trinket. Yeah, that's definitely important to think about. And the thing that also came to mind with the footsteps as well. Actually, let's look at some of the bullets right now, honestly. Let's see, where are the footsteps? When Kai and I were exploring storage closet C, we heard someone run past the closet. The footsteps sounded like they were moving away from the boiler room. Based on how soft the footsteps were, it can mean further the person was not wearing shoes. If someone was wore socks and was wading into the water, would also they would hear the footsteps themselves be wet. If their socks are wet, it would just be like a wet sponge hitting the ground too, right? So they weren't in the water, and if they I don't know. If they got their feet wet, honestly, and they got the socks on, it would maybe be a bit dry, honestly, so they can actually get through there. But why, if they put their socks on anyway afterwards going to the water, why didn't they put their shoes on then instead? And what would be the reason why, if the killer knocked someone unconscious and left them on without shoes on, what would be the point of taking their shoes? At all? What would be the point? There's a lot of unknowns. So what else is there? There's the paintings and is everything else we can look at of the kitchen itself? Ah, no, the pantry! The pantry in the kitchen. Let's go look in the kitchen first. May as well skim through the kitchen just in case. Condiments, a dish rack over there, the stove, menu. Looking inside the cabinets, there didn't seem to be anything out of ordinary. Except, yeah, the knife came from here too. This knife block had a knife missing from it. For a kitchen knife to go missing, at the same time a knife is floating in the boiler room's water. That can't be a coincidence. So, did Wolfgang have, the knife or the rolling pin? Whichever, he had, he was a bit cautious. That's my first thought. And then whatever else, the killer upper hand, honestly, and hit in the back of the head, or, managed to get the upper hand and, literally strangle him down. We have to go see if there's anything in the laundry. Oh shit, we can't. God damn it, we can't look anywhere else? God. Eh? Oh my, would you look at the time? You have a clock on your watch? I dare say we ought to get this trial started soon. How does 20 minutes from now sound? Oh, it's not the time to go. Oh. Great. Please continue to investigate until then. See you later. Okay, click. Alright, that feels a bit weird to have a little checkpoint, honestly, investigation. That feels a bit weird. What? There's only 20 minutes left to the trial? Damon? Jeez, how does she keep scaring me? You don't even do anything, okay? She's just standing right there. Investigation's almost over. We need to find the other 3 and hear their testimonies now. The other 3? Diane, Toshiko, and Ingrid. We didn't even hear anything from never mind. Those 2 are accounted for. God damn it. I was thinking Eugene, but I forgot. Alibis. I completely forgot about literally in the moment I forgot Grace and Eugene were in the same room as us. I wasn't thinking about them. They're the outliers of my favorite's room.
As I was saying,
Toshiko, Ingrid, and Diana. I had it right the first time, but I just guess myself. God damn it. All right, calm down. Desmond said they were in the courtyard, right?
I'm talking.
I'm talking and Diana is in the laundry room, you nincompoop. Then let's talk to Diana first, since the laundry room is in the same building as Astute. In the meantime, don't panic, okay?
Can't you see?
I'm not panicking. As she said that, she motioned for me to follow her over to the door in a panicked motion. I'm assuming if we, when we were going to talk to Grace, we couldn't go anywhere else. We couldn't even go out to the courtyard, honestly, since this is something that feels like it was going to happen scripted out anyway. We're going to go from the basement boiler room, no, the boiler room, storage closets, then to Wolfgang's room, dining hall, and then laundry room, then finally courtyard, only in that linear order. Eva might deny it. The anxiety which had begun bubbling up inside her was clearly starting to boil over. Although, with how fast my own heart was beating, I guess she's not alone. Let's go follow after her then. Are you sure you want to leave? No. Goodbye, Super Slam Tournament. It was nice while it lasted. Okay, so the laundry room is this way, right? I believe? Nope. Again, getting turned around. This is the way to the courtyard, right? And we can't look in the janitor's closet, right? This definitely wasn't where I need to be. Yeah, we can't even try it. To go all the way around. Laundry. Alright, if Desmond's telling the truth, then Diana should be in here. There must be something about wet clothes in here or something like that, right? But it would kind of prove that there'd be something, like someone had, like, it'd be someone's, like, very pointedly unique outfit then. That would definitely mean, like, it would just prove my point quicker that someone was put there and framed and we need to talk to them. I'm just gonna look at randomly machines, honestly. Though the room itself looks shabby and old, these machines look quite modern. It's like the room I woke up in having the generator. Why are bits of modern technology scattered throughout an otherwise abandoned building? It's refurbished for your own convenience. Let's see, is that door actually going out? No. It's only just barred up for no reason in particular. Okay, we just talk to you then? Just get your testimony, nothing else? Oh, jeez. You're shaking it very hard. I mean, you're probably the person who, hyped it the most about everyone being friends, honestly, and probably most panicked when Damon Eva brought up actual points and all the ultimates in their talents could be used to actually be a very instead of good motivator to kill someone instead of being motivator to unite. So you're taking it really hard. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Diana was standing with her back pressed up against the wall, arms wrapped around herself in a tight embrace. She's in even worse shape than before. Diana, I need to ask you a question. Please give me a moment. It's been kind of tough.
No.
The investigation is going to end really soon. We can't wait. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Where were you during the blackout? Oh, the blackout. Right before the body was discovered. I was just in my room, alone, doing my makeup. You don't have any makeup on, though. I was experimenting with new combinations, so I wiped it all off already. So you're alone in your room the entire morning. The one person who has someone close to the two of us. Ooh. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling up to it. Sorry, I'm feeling a little sick all of a sudden. I guess the theme of hypocrisy would even work more. It'd also work if, she was the killer, but Well, she is, friends in Hollywood. I'm feeling a little sick all of a sudden. Do you mind if I go back to my dorm? I've asked the questions I wanted to. Thanks.
So...
Do you think she was acting weird at all? No weirder than the others. Ha. Pointed. Anyway, since Diana gave a testimony, I can cross-check my list now for who to talk to. But since you were rooming with her, I'm gonna keep that statement in mind. I don't know which way to take it, either way or not. Whether you're pointedly asking us for feedback, or you personally actually witnessed something weird about her from being close by to her, rooming with her. Huh. Which means the only people I still need to speak to. Well, I hope Ingrid and Toshiko are still in the courtyard. We won't know until we see for ourselves. Alright, let's go before this investigation ends. So that, like, we're not gonna be looking to the pharmacy and the aberrant. So we can make a quick drop off there, or after talking to them, we have the chance to. And hi there, Walton Files dog. Okay, moving on past on you. Enter door. We're not close enough. There we go. Can we just, you know, just casually pass on by? Toshiko and Ingrid had retreated into the bandstand at the center of the courtyard. Oh, it's not a gazebo, it's a bandstand. The larger girl was comforting the smaller girl, who completely hid her face behind her fan, and will thus never see her face. Two people are hiding their faces, honestly, from the world.
Hello?
Hey, have either of you been investigating? Investigating? Toshiko lowered her fan and revealed a pair of puffy eyes. I don't know. What are you expecting me to do?
Seriously.
To look for clues. Clues? How am I supposed to meant to do that? It's like I had someone murdered for, you know? My hands have been a bit full, so no luck finding any clues. I can see why. Just calming her down. Yeah.
Moving on.
Okay, well, did you at least know anything suspicious this morning? It could be a person acting odd or strange sound. That's what most real-life testimonies talk about anyway.
This through.
Person acting odd. Maybe not at the time, but looking back, it definitely seems a little strange. You want to tell him, Toshiko? Okay, fine. This morning I saw Wolfgang. Were you two of you together? Wait, then like... There was... Who doesn't have an alibi that we talked about who could be either the killer or someone being framed for... What? When did you see him? In the dorm hallway in the back of on the way back from the pharmacy. The dorm hallway? Just about to enter my room, I saw Wolfgang leave his. Oh, Wolfgang. What a coincidence running into each other like this. Are you already on your way to the tournament, Miss Kuyura? It's rather early. Of course not. A professional like myself knows better than to attend some silly party. Right, my apologies. You're too sophisticated for that. What about you? Are you going to the tournament? That's correct, I'm going to the tournament. I'm just heading to the laundry room right now. There's a batch of clothes I accidentally left behind in there. Wolfgang said he was going to attend the tournament?
Strange.
Yesterday he told everyone he was too busy to attend. I assumed he changed his mind. I had no reason to question him. I heard bits and pieces of their conversation from inside my dorm. The whole thing couldn't have lasted longer than a minute.
Bit complicated.
Toshiko and I were bunk buddies, by the way. Thought I'd mention that in case Damon didn't know. Okay. So I just add that to the list. Toshiko, and Ingrid. There you go. Okay, thanks. Anyways, when I heard what Wolfie said, my first thought was, leftover clothes? I don't remember any leftover clothes. I figured I must have been misremembering, with my aching head and all, and the fact that Wolfgang puts thought putting an entire load of detergent on it, so they was good enough to put a whole load of laundry in, so maybe he had to put even more of his clothes in because of that. Aching head. I was suffering a table headache this morning. Couldn't even see 2 steps in front of me, let alone get up from my bed. That's why I'd gone to the pharmacy. I was hoping to procure some medication for Ingrid. A headache, and another person who lied about having a headache from the sound of it. Not the proudest moment, I'll admit, but I knew I could trust Toshiko with a job. Do you know what time the interaction with Wolfgang happened? 8:10, I think.
How should I put it?
The conversation happened just a little after the morning announcement. That I can tell you with confidence. Yes, 10 would make sense. When the announcement initially played, I was just about to leave the pharmacy. Then she was already in the pharmacy by 8 a.m. So Wolfgang, he looked totally fine when you saw him. So he came from the pharmacy, went back to your room at 8:10, then he just happened to leave his room and you talked for a bit.
Sure.
Yes, nothing seemed awry. Doesn't that call into question what Grace told me earlier? Yeah, the sickness thing, he lied. Either Grace lied to me about Wolfgang calling in sick, or she was telling the truth, and Wolfgang just got outed as a liar. Ugh, the hypocrisy! Ugh! Ah, my heart! Ah, how could the honest man have done this to us? How could he? No! Ah! I'm already feeling the heartache warming up inside of me. I can probably deduce an answer if I know what time Grace left Wolfgang's dorm. If she left before 8:10 a.m., then she would have already been out of the picture by the time Wolfgang made his move. Hence why she remembers him in bed. And from the sound of it, actually, when we talked to Jean and them, they were on the other side of the rooms. Like, I think closer to the courtyard dorms, actually. So she would not have heard the conversation, and Wolfgang would have just left. Toshiko would have went into her back room, and he would have just moseyed on over, like, down toward the laundry room. Instead of making a right, he went left down the stairs. Yippee-yee, yippee-yoo, yippee-dee-dee-day. Which means she lied about Wolfgang being bedridden during the period of time she was in his dorm. Funny how she never gave me a time. Yes, again, I like Toshiko's fetch quest. What else happened after Toshiko saw Wolfgang? That blackout sure gave us a spook. Toshiko decided to stay where we were until the lights turned on. No, we did watch you and your buddies pass by, so you two were together as well. You saw that?
How should I put it?
Heard it first, then took a peek. I would have said something, but I still wasn't feeling my usual self. So we just watched you up until you all went down the stairs. That must have been how you found the crime scene, right? That's right. Did you not notice anyone walking right past?
Too much for me.
That's a terrible sight. Can't believe someone here might actually be behind it. Let us hope we can solve it. That was it. That was it. We can't look anywhere else in the pharmacy. Does the advert play any significance in here? Or is it something else? Like, I feel the advert has something to do with it, but we didn't get that as a clue or a truth bullet. That's... Hi. Alright, everyone. That's time. Time on the watch. Time on the dot. Please drop whatever it is you're doing and proceed over to the Tree of Ignorance. Don't make me wait too long, otherwise you'll be in for a shocking surprise. Get it? Because your trinkets can zap you. Anywho, just get a move on. Clink. Just like hang up a phone, honestly. It's time already.
Fingers crossed.
You two go on ahead. Toshiko and I'll catch up.
Listen to me.
Okay, let's go, Damon. Right. So, everything, all evidence is found is mostly connected to the dorm rooms. If anyone noticed anything in the pharmacy area, then they have to bring it up, honestly. Even I made the short trek to the room with the tree. Once there, waited for the others to arrive. Eventually, everyone had shown up. So, how are you guys feeling?
It's me.
Words wouldn't do it justice. So, that's a cool sprite. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty bad. Snort like a pig. I can't tell you how I feel when I don't even know what I feel. I'd rather we say the talking for the trial. The trial. In just a few moments' time, we were going to be down there in the trial room, fighting for survival, using only our words. Damn it, Damon, get a grip already. Before the door in the tree opens, I need to ask Desmond if he has any new information about the taser gun. Anything? Hi. Hey. Hello. How are you doing? Sayonara. Konnichiwa. Hey. So... His voice is steady, but his eyes kept darting around the room. Did you check the taser? Oh, right, I did. Any findings? Just one. The gun's blast doors were missing. Blast doors? Blast what? Oh, okay. All of a sudden, the ground. Ah, no, not again! Hold on to something, everyone! It's a start of a new. And the trunk opens. I guess this time without messing and fiddling around with the statue. The Tree of Knowledge, a symbol, sentence, intuition, and understanding exists here only as a barren replica. The Tree of Ignorance emanates the wonder of nature, but does not achieve it. And justly so, for ignorance often aspires to be seen as wisdom. Wow, thank you. Damn it.
Shit.
Well, guess we gotta cut this conversation short. Guess you'd talk more about it inside. I don't know a whole lot about tasers, but that means something around the lines of the tasers like safety functions were tampered with? I do not know a taser functions, how it works, honestly, besides the whole how even Damon mentioned him wires it out and like latches onto someone, shocks them. I don't know about that. So the blast doors were broken and torn off? I'll explain everything during the trial. Let's not keep this goat guy waiting, because he's definitely not the goat.
Holy!
Oh man, this is really happening. We're so screwed. We're totally gonna die.
It is how it is.
If you go on expecting to fail, chances are you will.
Game over, man! Game over!
Oh, I'm gonna think of failure even more because it said that. Like, were you thinking of failure when you're going through the game tournament? No. Now buck up, buckaroo, and put your gamer skills instead of putting your mind. Become an even pro gamer than even the pro gamer herself.
Hold your horses.
Look at it this way. Here are the cards we're more stacked against. 14 people working together to solve a murder, or one person trying to lead everyone else
Are we
astray.
ready?
If anyone's in for a struggle, and they're a group of 14.
You think?
You make a good point. Statistically, the odds are in our favor here.
It'll be okay.
Exactly! Luck will be on our side.
No, it's not.
If luck was on our side, wouldn't be in a killing game to start with. Yeah. Can I say something first? Before we go? Oh, what is it? It's a message for the killer.
What did you say?
A message for the killer? The person here who killed Wolfgang, whoever you are, can you please step forward? Huh?
I want to help.
We don't have to do this. This class trial. If you could just find yourself to step forward and bring this whole thing to an end already. And please. Despite Diana's pleas, no one came forward.
Come on.
If someone's determined not to commit murder, they won't back down because of one person's pleas. It's just like her, like almost like saying that, and the whole, I guess her, naive thoughts. Honestly, that everything will be fine, right, with the power of friendship. Honestly, at least from a whole group of strangers right now, when it's sinking even more to her. I guess the last act of trying to deny it. I guess. Let's run the subject. I also got a message for the killer. Don't forget that the punishment fits the crime, asshole! Enjoy the fucking death penalty! Grace spat out those words, disappearing into the opening of that tree. Wouldn't exactly blame her for all
Can I go
that.
now?
Being close as she was. Co-signed.
Slow down.
Yo, broski, wait up! Yeah, no comment. One by one, people began to follow suit. I guess if it's time to go. And slowly, one by one, everyone walked into the gaping maw of the ignorance tree. We knew where the stairs would take us, and where the elevator afterwards would deliver us. But everything beyond that was shrouded in uncertainty. There's no mock trial waiting us. No faux murder designed to waste our time with a stupid mystery. This was undoubtedly real. Come on, Damon. Get a hold of yourself already. Taking a deep breath, I approached the opening in the tree and descended into the darkness. Back to the familiar old site. Yay. It was the same. The same elevator. The same slow churning of metal. And echoing sounds of clunky machinery. And yet, something was different. Someone was gone. Someone who I never held in high regard, but who was still a person nonetheless. A person with feelings. A person with aspirations. A person with a family. A person who I will never hear speak again. Not a single word. Am I ready for this? Was what I did during the investigation the best I could have done? Will it be enough to carry me through this trial? Will it be enough to lead me to Wolfgang's killer? I won't know until I do it. Until I face this trial head on. There's no way I can place my faith in other people here. There's no way they'll come to the correct conclusion. Our survival depends on me. If it wasn't for, like, Wolfgang, like, turning everything emotional, honestly, people probably would have noticed, like, you were carrying everything along, honestly. And then everyone jumped into the closing conclusion. I wonder if that would have changed anything, or the killer actually had a vendetta, an actual pointed target on his back because of that. The elevator began to slow, snapping me back to reality. I adjusted my tie and stood up tall, and when movement stopped completely, the doors in front of us opened.
Rise and shine.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's a small graphical glitch. Okay. Somebody call an ambulance. I think I caught a case of deja vu.
Isn't this lovely?
Yeah, a bit of a glitch. Yeah. Oh, well. Boo-hoo! It feels like only yesterday we were playing detective with the corpse of a crime scene. My, how insolent and chipper so many of you used to be.
Interesting.
After all that back and forth over a simple how-done-it mystery, I'm truly curious what today's trial will yield. Just to remind myself, our names in the podiums, right? Yep. Eager to start, are we? Yes, to find your podium, just look for where your name is written. Just everything just swapped around, honestly. I didn't think I saw a portrait anywhere around, right?
Must go on.
Come on now, hop to it. I'm so excited. I can barely wait a second longer. I really don't want to do this.
Oh, crud.
We gotta do as he says, though, otherwise that enforcer lady might get mad. Trauma. I don't see a portrait anywhere around for him, so just, oh god, it's just gonna be empty as it goes on. Knowing we were powerless to disobey Tozu, we began to disperse and locate our podiums.
Hey.
It's okay, everyone. If we work together, we can do this. The power of the other friendships here will stop that one person's loneliness and disunity, right?
We can't give up.
Right, guys? If we work together, we can solve this case. So come on, let's do this. For Wolfgang, the leader of the pack, for not so long. Although our words elicited nods from the other students, the expressions on their faces told a different story. There's an expression I couldn't help but feel conflicted over. In a moment where I shouldn't have been focusing on my feelings. An expression of unmistakable fear. Yep. This circle of suspicion here. For days now, I've been angry over the mock trial. Angry how much people resented me for telling the truth. How they twisted my own words and assumed my intentions. I'm angry, but that didn't mean I wanted to be right. I would have been happy for reality to prove me wrong, for no one to buckle under the pressure of the killing game. But good endings like that only exist in stories. Reality is apathetic to what we wanted, and the events of today proved we were at its mercy. It's fucking smiling there. So I stood there, at my podium, conflicted. To think this tragedy could have been avoided had people just listened to me. But who was it that encouraged everyone to turn on me? Who was it that encouraged everyone to trust each other? If Wolfgang hadn't been so naive, if he just told people to protect themselves rather than each other, then maybe he would still be here. Regardless, I can't let myself be consumed by the what-ifs now. Although the others may have failed at preventing Wolfgang's murder, I, at the very least, can solve it. The power to, or debating around it. I'll uncover this killer. Let them face the consequences of their actions. I'll solve this case and survive. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave some time actually to look over the truth polls again, and then we'll get started with this class trial. But for now, I'll leave these things up for right here. I don't really have an idea in mind of who the killer might be. But all the different things in mind, honestly, I feel like either someone is lying about having an alibi with someone else, or there's something else going on. It had to be remote in some way then. That makes things even worse, actually. If everyone has an alibi then, we can't parse through it. Ooh. I'm gonna carefully read through the truth bullets and discern who I think are probably the most suspicious people involved, honestly. The most suspicious people involved, because like still that rolling pin inside the room that Grace and Eva explored is still fresh in my mind. Still very much so. The motives must have played a part into it. That or the advertisement. Either one of the two. It has to be. It has to be. But I guess we weren't gonna figure out our answers here just by sitting around just talking around in circles then, right? We'll do that when the trial commences. But for then, I'll leave things off for right here. Okay, let's see who our killer is then next time. So then, hope you have a fun time watching this as I have been playing this. Hope you see me next time, whatever time that may be. And I'll hope you a fantastic day.